A French fishing captain has threatened Boris Johnson with naval battles if the Prime Minister walks away from Brexit negotiations without a deal. Stéphane Pinto said the UK cannot just click their fingers and say the French can't fish in British waters anymore. It comes as the UK and EU's chief negotiators, David Frost and Michel Barnier, say they are inching towards a deal ahead of an October 15 deadline, but important gaps remain on fishing, level playing field issues and governance. Both sides have planned for a no-deal Brexit. But Mr. Pinto said the UK leaving the EU without a deal would create tensions, and warned it might even lead to naval battles. The deputy head of the Fishermen's Committee of the northern region of Hauts-de-France told the Sunday Times, "They can't just click their fingers and say we can't fish in British waters anymore. We are talking about agreements going back decades. The rest of Europe, the Dutch, the Belgians, the Danes and the other French fishermen will find themselves cohabiting in such a small geographical area that there will be greater pressure on resources. Given everyone also uses different fishing techniques, it is going to create tension. It might even lead to naval battles." Mr. Johnson has set a deadline of the October 15 EU summit for a deal, and while his top Brexit advisors say additional work on a text would have to follow, they have warned the EU they will not do a deal at any price. As he grapples with a swiftly accelerating second wave of the coronavirus outbreak, Mr. Johnson will ultimately have to make the final call on whether to accept a narrow trade deal or go for a more tumultuous no deal that could be blamed on the EU.